I'm sorry for it. I'm sorry. Your whole strength, gosh. I know.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's bent sideways. It's supposed to be straight. I feel like it probably is already straight.
Yeah. There we go, that works. Ish.
No, I'm not.
Your collar is steady.
I'm Gavin.
Yeah.
He's talking.
When you were walking that here and I'm getting great.
It's probably fine.
You did your best fight.
Actually.
So apparently we have another tournament. I'll call it.
You need a little bit of work.
I mean, I have no idea. Yeah.
So if I go against Fabio, I'd be like, alright, I'll pay you 3 points.
Up there, under the Kingdom Pavilion.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Center pole to the right.
And Fabio will still get a win as well, but I won't.
It's just...
No one's going to pay me for that.
It sounded terrible.
Yeah, I'll get to fighting it. Please.
Yes, we're going to do 2 of them. It's going to be great. Wonderful. Glorious. Face each other again. I don't understand. Not believing you is how you go and win right there.
Yeah.
Car Adam.
Don't. You think you're going to win?
Yeah. Depends on my yeah. Reasons.
Mike?
Give me ISS.
I mean, if you brought in a Rattan, I want to do the end.
No, just armor. No shield, nothing. Just armor.
Plank, 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 plank going down the hall.
No, my armor's pretty quiet.
I just saw metal and assumed it would be, but it's above the body, above the waist, not below the waist.
Even my below the waist armor is pretty quiet.
Yeah, it is.
Public distraction. ISS.
I mean, if my shoulders get me in trouble, I think your arms
Maybe.
And that, like, if this doesn't get you in trouble, nah, you can totally walk down the street with that. Walk into the classroom. Hi, all, this is my letter opener. I mean, I love how nice. Oh, right. Here.
Oh,
yeah, it's confusing.
Artorias, are you still fighting?
Yeah. Yes. Gatorade like up to the label and then water all the way to the rest.
Can I steal you too?
Thank you very much, Lady Rose.
Sure.
You'rebomb.com. Do they have that medieval times? I'm sure they do.
Maybe they
Probably.
You can say bomb.com. They got started.
It's a habit. I talk for a lot outside of the SCA.
Yeah. They've got to beat me twice. No, they've got to beat me twice.
Okay, that's what it was. That's what they were doing.
Oh, I apologize. My name's the same either way, so I never have to worry about that.
Woo! Nice.
Destination.
That was a beautiful place. Yeah, he ran into it. He's like, come and get it. Okay.
Oh boy, candy.
Okay, following a short break, water. We are now to see the final bout of this year's Red Tower Championship.
Right, the watershed. That's what a buddy of mine called it. But, yeah. Those are effective. I enjoyed it. My first sword fighting deal was a buddy of mine who was a fencer all throughout high school and a big runner into Kenjutsu. So he had a bunch of gear and he's like, alright, don't come out and play. And I was like, okay. Got my ass handed to me, but he taught me a lot. And so I went from that fencing into this.
I started with here. And I was like,
First three, don't let
as
us
early
gauge.
as spring at that time.
That's good.
None of it translates. We found it's not translated heavy except for thought.
Okay.
The way you think still.
Yeah. That's what I realized. Like, and no matter what discipline you learn, basic things will always translate.
Yeah, the way of thought never changes. Even between Rachel and
Oh yeah.
you're still trying to hit the guy without getting hit.
Right. You just have to adjust technique.
I tease my husband. I tell him, you're usually right. Because I am.
I mean, I love stabbing in heavy. It's just a satisfying feeling. It's so great having a guy that's just totally counter-marrying, and he doesn't realize that you bring your sword back, and then you just stop. Why don't you use shields, like full-size shields?
They're really heavy, and that gives because it raises a lot of like tiny movements. So if you have a big power shield, you kind of can't see a lot of what I'm doing, and you're going to leave some of you exposed. So as you move, I can
Prize now.
drop and raise quicker than you can. Yeah.
It ends up being the more tired I am, it turns into just pure animal.
Thank you, lady. I'm glad I got pillar of virtue and morals over here. What is this? Watch out, there's a dog. No, there really is a dog.
I think we're number 12. I think that was the number I saw.
Yeah, that's what I saw too, so we got it live.
Yeah.
Victory on the rapier field to Master Wistrick.
Because they were in the tent.
Which brings us to another.
Got her in a car, got her in a
Yes, strawberry things. Victory on the rapier field to Master Wistrick.
Nope. I mean, like, I can technically eat them without problem. They won't die, but it's not pleasant having them anywhere near.
Yes,
Well, not single kill. If someone's got like strawberries,
I get to eat that?
One more time, boys, and also.
Oh, okay.
So she's all stitched together, and thankfully, if you're gonna be fearless, you gotta be tough. She did not cry for the stitches. Good for her. She did not fight for the stitches. And apparently, I think that things that smell like strawberries.
just according to statistics, more is sold up there. Down here, we tend
That is not a view I like to see. Yeah, we need to smell it. We got it.
Okay.
Oh, we got it.
Master Wistrick on this field.
Medic down!
We need to call for the medic.
Yes, the medic. I've been making jokes about this all day. Don't stab the medic!
Spinal injury.
Well, she did the, Daddy, you're gonna have to hold her, because she kept trying to move it so that they have the nurse holding her head. What she was doing was trying to look up and see what they were doing.
I need to learn how to
When
do
it's
that.
on your forehead, it's kind of hard to do.
Yeah.
Okay, when it's on your forehead, it can move
My feet, not moving my feet.
And so,
And they won't give you a mirror so they can see what they're doing.
rapier rattan.
Holy crap. But they started by putting a
The Lord Eric Martel and
back up and
Master
send her to the
Wistrick
thing for
Upton.
half an hour.
Don't worry, it stopped.
Let it release the power.
I still hate you.
The jowl was an anesthetic, so they never had to do needles.
celebrate that race?
Yeah. So you finished your pretty dress.
That is probably the most phrase I will hear. Still going hardcore on the lace.
I don't know, occasionally you hear the words password here. I mean, you just walk by the other way.
I love fines. It's just really therapeutic. I have a bunch of fines like that.
I feel like, for me, it's riveting armor.
Yeah.
It's just, or like arrows. Shooting arrows, just...
Alright, if you put a second
Advancing to this round, Team 2, Master Mr. Compton and the Honorable Lord Eric
It's
Martell.
like, you know how people will talk about like political trans?
Yes.
Hey, Eric.
It's like remember when you used to do it?
Yeah, and like, for me, I use a lot of Tetris. Like, get the buckles, right? Have the buckle come over, have a little bit of thing, tuck it in, then put the Velcro on.
Right after I said I would, I made a joke and I said, oh, I would never hand someone. So I have.
Yep.
And then have someone fill a bucket of water at you. You know, drop down in the chair, have a bucket of water hit you from the ceiling.
I can't poke you. I know. I mean, I could, but it'd be
Got it. Don't die.
Oh no. I can't do this with all three of you. Like, why all me?
Because Katarina's not here.
Oh, I'm a second-rate Katarina? Like, that's awful.
Okay, I poke
No,
everyone.
see,
You didn't say that.
Oh.
See, I'm not saying you're second rate, I'm just saying only reason we're all going only after
Honestly,
you.
Lars is like the best person to poke.
Where is he's fun to he's not.
Why is he not?
Because he's
Probably
Lars.
Lars, school, etc.
Because he's Lars.
I've never met this Lars. See, I hear so many
You'll
stories.
like it.
Lars
I've
is
been told that I would. He's apparently very much like my best friend.
My Excellencies
His face when I gave him a weird up.
I'm here to secure the desk with the scroll.
That I'm gonna cherish for life.
We are getting
Because it was like,
assembled for picking out whatever.
I was like, that's beside the point.
That's all over there. I do however have a
That's weird. Why is that thing?
There we go.
$5.
Thank you.
$5 at Goodwill. Women's boots.
Does a good job.
Oh, they really
No, that's right. The zipper is actually very helpful. You know, somebody like Katarina with larger calves because she dances so much, still tight at the ankle.
Those are wonderful in every way.
Yes, but what was the price tag on that? How about? Wait.
Quite possibly.
We're up for a third.
He died like 6 seconds.
Oh, no. Nicholas died like
Both armor and armor ready to go again. Then you both ready?
Never mind then.
Let him make the mark. Somewhere between 5 and 10.
Okay, guy I'm talking about
Yes.
you know Mr. Christian?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nicholas has been gone at least 20 years.
Yeah.
For honor and glory.
See,
Playoff.
Mr. Christian is
Oh, good. Oh,
uh,
victory on the rapier field to Signa. I'll take that as your success.
Oh!
Ex-president in possession.
Keep it running. Wait, I couldn't get you. Victory in this round, Team 5, Age and Beauty, Sir Joffrey and Sibna.
So close.
Too close. Here just overly does it. Yeah, I was going to research
He is poor because he is a river unto his people.
Give me a hand.
Oh, you want to up or you
Yeah, I wanted to get up for a
I want
good
to
hug.
hug first.
I want a good hug.
His Highness invites their Excellencies, Lorenzo and Adela, Baron and Baroness of the South Downs. Continue to pay heed unto them, for whose will even the sun and the skies have moved to provide weather as gracious as their own mercy unto the populace gathered this day. His Highness also invites His Excellency Orlando Cavalcanti, Baron of Bryn Mawr.
Oh, not him. He knows who you are. He can find you. He knows where I live.
Populace may take their ease.
Thanks everybody for coming out to Second Court. I had a really great time today. As always, Red Tower has a special place in my heart. 10 years ago, I was squired at this event, so I'm really appreciative that you guys have kept this event alive and going great and going strong. I hope everybody had a great time today, and I certainly did. And I'll turn court over to their excellencies.
This hereby opens the court of their Excellencies Lorenzo and Adela, Baron and Baroness of the South Downs.
Oh, I do the talkie. All right. Hey, everybody had a good time? All right. So there's some food over there that we all want to eat. So we're gonna move this right along. What are we doing first? Shall we invite the autocrat? Let's do that.
Summoned into the presence, the autocrat of the event.
Matthias.
Oh, maybe there's one. No, there's two and a half. Faithful companion. 2.5.
Oh,
He's cute, Miss Dream. You may indeed do that while you're here.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Thank you so much for coming out. It was a beautiful day. We had 206 people troll into sight today. Great turnout, lovely weather, good fighting, good classes. Everything was fantastic. And we have a fantastic feast lined up. This is a perfectly period and documentable feast. There are about 10 feast spots left. So if you're unsure about dinner and you don't have feast yet, this is going to be one you will be sorry you missed. So if you're hovering, come see us and we'll see if we can take care of your feast for the evening. Lady Rebecca, do you have anything you'd like to say?
I just want to say thanks to everyone for coming. We had a great time. Oh, and we want to thank people. That too.
Yes, thank you. Thank you to all of the marshals that volunteered. Thank you to their excellencies for helping keep us in line when we decided to get things a little crazy, and for making sure things got to site.
Really, thanks for that.
We also want to thank Master Shimon Martillo de Cordoba. Even though he couldn't be here, he also played a big role in making sure that things got prepped for this event. There are so many other people that we would like to thank, but alas, we do not have time, and there's food to be had. So I will not take up any more of your time.
They're all about food.
Shall we?
I guess we could do that.
Called now into the presence, the marshals of this event.
He's sneaky. He's coming up behind.
There's one coming up that way.
There should be one more. Here he comes.
There he is.
There he is.
Yay! You guys can fight it out over who talks first.
Go ahead. You go.
You're last.
Yeah, you.
You're last. Okay, she goes first.
All right. Come on.
I am the marshal for the live weapons. We had a large amount of people, which was awesome. I hosted a bridesmaids tourney because I want newcomers and people who haven't won anything to actually win something. So, my winner, this is his second event. Can't get newer than that. So, Timothy Les, who might not actually be here, might be back here.
Here somewhere. There he is.
Timothy! So, if you were at the lunch court, you saw someone get weapons master. This fellow is qualified for archery in weapons master.
Awesome. Second event, darn tootin'.
So that is amazing in and of itself, and he has all the time in the world to get the other 3 weapons. And to help him out, he gets a set of knives.
Very nice.
Ooh. There you go.
Here's your awesome knives. You did amazing. And that's all I have. So.
Thank you for giving everyone an opportunity to do stabby, pokey, flingy, twangy things.
Yes, more people should do it because it's great and awesome and fun.
All right, Brendan, you're closest. You're next.
Sure.
We had a long day of rapier activities planned today, and time got away from us, and we still had a lot of rapier fun today. There were 21 total rapier fighters on the list today. Our first tournament, the early bird, began at 10 a.m., pretty much on time, like it's supposed to. It was a double limb with 15 participants, won by Captain Davio de la Rouge. He received a bag of gummy worms, being that the early bird, well, you get it. Our next tournament was the Red Tower Rapier Championship. Lord Pierce, are you nearby? Lord Pierce, as current Red Tower Rapier Champion, was our host for this tournament. And Your Excellencies, I believe you have custody of what he needs to deal with. Oh, there you go. I'll get out of your way now.
We had 19 people fight in the Rapier tournament for the Red Tower Championship. My tournament that I said I wanted to do a straight double limb, everybody bring their best game. And I think everybody had a lot of fun. Our winner was Don Lazarus Cage from Dramatic. So this is your prize. nice dagger. This, however, is the cloak for the Red Tower champion, and you are to bring this back with you when you come back next year.
Yeah.
I'll leave Lord Robert to do the honors on the last tournament. I would like to thank our mistresses of the list, Lady Isabetta and Lady Joanna McRae, without whom we simply could not have gotten through the day. And of course, their excellencies and your highness for hanging around with us and paying attention. It was really nice of you.
We had a Red Tower tourney that started out for heavy fighters today. 29 total fighters. The winner was His Grace Duke Baru, who sadly had to leave before we had a chance to do the presentation. It sounded like His Excellency was able to give him what he needed as well.
So there was a lovely sword put together by Duke John Madkelt, which we gave to His Grace before he left. And of course he is the defender of the Red Tower. I show it to you so you may be amazed. Baru's seen it a few times before. He knows it. Put that away. And it was a lovely tournament. It was great to see all the good fighting, and we look forward to you coming back for it next year.
And all the good deaths as well. I wanted to thank all the fighters for actually dying on the field every time they took a killing blow. So thank you very much, heavy fighters, for doing that. The second tournament that we did was the Baroness and Baron Prize tournament that ended up being combined in a very interesting format. It was a rapier and heavy fighter cross-combat format. So the rapier fighters would fight about, the heavy fighters would fight about. And whenever they won, if both teams won, they are teamed up in a pair, one rapier fighter, one heavy fighter. If the heavy and the rapier fighter both won their bout, they advance to the next round because it is a 2 out of 3 tournament, single and if one won and one lost, both sides fight at the same time, first winner advances to the next round. And it was wonderfully fought. There were a lot of interesting scenarios that happened, and of course, just fitting for the finals, we had a 3-round bout that had to be refought in the very end again. It was great. The winner of that was the second team, and it was the Honorable Lord Eric Martel and Master Wister. Thank you. Yeah, are both of those people on side? Did they get their prize?
Who's Wister?
They're all behind the I wonder
You're well guarded. It was not intentional.
I wonder if retinue pays off.
So we have some prizes. This was some swag that was supposed to be for my bribery tournament. Wistrick here, pouch of money, and a book for you. And well, there were, yeah. Well, you can find it out. And someone gets candy.
Oh. Well, isn't that interesting?
If you have the candy, we can switch.
You said it was cool.
So, yeah.
Thank you both for fighting. It was fun to watch. He agrees.
The last thing I want to go over is to thank my list mistresses, Lady Julianne, who did a fantastic job of aiding the lovely Mistress Seraphina, who is also hiding behind the thrones here. Their first time mistressing a list and doing a fantastic job. So thank you again, ladies.
Yeah.
With that, that's all I have.
Thank you.
Summon now into the presence, Bjorn Gulhar!
You don't have to. You're good. Hi, Bjorn. Did you have a good day today? Oh yeah. Did you? I see you got some new accessories. Some new accessories. So you've done a lot to serve the kingdom, documenting courts and events, and it's very much appreciated. And when you're not doing that, you've been our Baronial Herald for
At least 4 years?
93 years. And you have helped many members of the barony get their names and devices passed, in addition to always being there to help out anyone who needs help. And for that, we would like to do this. Can you call the...
Summon now into the presence the Order of the Red Raven.
Here, here.
Oh, Mom.
We checked the OP a while ago, and your lovely wife has this already, and now you can match.
There has existed since time and memory in the Barony of the South Downs a band of worthy gentles called the Order of the Red Raven, who by their efforts and diligence have greatly enhanced the wealth of the barony. As it is the prerogative of the Barony of the South Downs to create unto that order those of the populace who have attained in likewise the degree of service demonstrated by the body, be it known that Bjorn Gulhar is admitted into the Order of the Red Raven, and by such bestowal is vested with the rights and duties attendant hereto, done this first day of October, Anno Societatis 51, being 2016 Gregorian.
This scroll was completed by Lady Veronica da Lucca.
Huzzah!
Yeah.
I don't think I was ever that young.
Probably not.
Summon now into the presence Pietro de Conti.
If he wants to show off the pretty lady, let him show off the pretty lady. Hi. Did you get enough fighting today? Yes. So, those of you who weren't watching the rapier field, Pietro did a very good job today. Got pretty far on the list. And anytime you're at an event that he's at, when he's not doing black work because there's no rapier going on at that precise moment, he's on the field and he is poking a sharp thing into someone. And people have noticed this. I received a recommendation for you, very eloquent.
Oh, yes.
It went exactly like this. Him fight good. Him make good stab. Him not suck too bad. It was not signed by Master Wistrich. But it did not need to be. And for that, we would like to do this.
Words have great power in times of peace, but when swords are drawn, quick action alone separates the victor from the vanquished. It is for such action on the rapier field that we, Lorenzo and Adela, Baron and Baroness of the South Downs, bestow upon Pietro de Conti the Tower Ghouls, done this first day of October, Anno Societatis 51.
Gotta put it on the right way. by Lady Stella. Thank you.
You want some candy?
All candy flows from the kingdom through the barony.
Well, it'll certainly lead to that.
Summon now into the presence, Jorgen der Wielfras.
Hi, Jurgen.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing outstanding. How are you doing today?
Doing great. I understand you were fighting today as well.
I was.
And you were fighting for me.
Yes.
And I appreciate that. You've been fighting for quite a while now, and I would like to let you know that I appreciate your enthusiasm. You go out and you fight with your heart and you do your best, and you fight with honor. If there was something to be questioned, you stopped, you questioned, and I appreciate that because you were representing me, and that meant a lot. And for all the fighting that you've been doing, we want to encourage you and keep it going.
It can be if you want.
It is now. I mean, hell, commit to it now.
All right. So, and when you're not fighting, yes, you were fighting a lot today, and you fought all day, and you were tired, and then we needed someone to carry the sword, and someone said, Jurgen. And in like 0.03 seconds, you were halfway across the field. Because whenever something needs to be done, you were there to do it. And
okay.
that's why I'm giving him this.
It is a bird's nature to fly through the air, and a fish's nature to swim through the deepest water. Yet neither gives a thought to these wondrous feats. Likewise, is it the nature of Jorgen der Wielfras to devote great efforts in service to the Barony of South Downs. Thus do we, Lorenzo and Adela, Baron and Baroness, bestow upon him the Tower Or, done this first day of October, Anno Societatis 51.
This scroll also by Lady Stella. Back to work. Oh no, that's we're gonna do. Yes, all the lords of the.
Summon now into the presence the lords of the Barony of South Downs.
So one of my greatest pleasures and heaviest duties as Baron of South Downs is to present the award that we, the Lords of the Barony, give to the lady who inspires us to be better people, to be gentlemen, to be lords. We call her the Heart of the South Downs. And typically the person who nominated the person who receives it will go and fetch them. But he is not here. So let's see, who can we get to do it? What do you do?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So do I think it is? I wasn't there for that last meeting.
It is who I can do it. It better be. I'll hold on to this.
You hold on to that. Let me go find the...
Oh, God, you did it right. I will let you do the honors. I'll let you attempt to.
one of those newfangled devices.
I know it's not a period clap, so it's hard. No. Now you gotta hug the rest of us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being the hardest out there.
Summoned now into the presence, Julien de Vivonne and Lucien d'Artois.
Pick a spot, except she gets the comfy pillow, so pick wisely.
Somebody helps me out.
Hi guys. So some of you may not recognize them as longtime members of South Downs, but from way back before we were here, you guys were here.
Dinosaurs were here.
Well, it's true, but we're not talking about John. And you traveled to many places all over the world, and then you came back home. You came back here to the South Downs, and you hit the ground, feet running. What can I do? How can I help? Oh, I can teach dance. Oh, I can do heraldry research. Oh, I can, run the list, do this, do that. And
think of 3 pavilions or pop-ups for the event this weekend?
exactly.
Sure.
Make shade out of nothing.
Stores.
Oh,
Yeah.
shopping is my superpower.
And we appreciate all that you have done for the Barony, and we would like to do this.
As the salmon returns through the waters of their birth, so have Julien de Vivonne and Lucien d'Artois returned to the Barony of South Downs. For their enthusiastic service to their native home, Lorenzo and Adela, Baron and Baroness, bestow upon them the Tower Or, done this first day of October, Anno Societatis 51.
So hers has the cord, but I know because I saw it that you can make one. You may have made that one, in fact. So.
I think I did actually.
But thank you both, and we appreciate having you. Like a sheep.
Summoned now into the presence, the Order of the Red Raven.
Mr. Turkey, you get to go up this time.
So when we look at this order, we see familiar faces to the Barony, people without whom the Barony could not function and do all that it does, put on its great events, and be the jewel in the crown of Meridies that it is. And there is one other person that we would like to add to this order for their service at this level. Call them, please.
Summoned now into the presence, Myra Doker Ingen Kieran.
You're here.
No, she's here somewhere.
I shouldn't do a lot of work.
Yeah.
Hi there. How you doing? Tired? Because you've been working. That's fine. Because you've been working since you got here on site. Just about every South Downs event that I've ever seen you at, you're cooking Traveler's Fare, or making breakfast, or working troll.
Or being the autocrat.
Or being the autocrat. Doing, you know, a lot of bit of everything. Oh yeah, and there was that whole, you know, exchequer thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been our reeve for about 89 years.
Yeah. So we think you definitely are deserving to be in this order.
Except your hair.
Except your hair. Except your hair doesn't want to be in the order. Make the happy hugs.
There has existed since time immemorial in the Barony of the South Downs a band of worthy gentles called the Order of the Red Raven, who by their effort and diligence have greatly augmented and enhanced the wealth of the barony and its populace. As it is the prerogative of the coronet of the Barony of South Downs to create unto that order of those members of the populace who have attained in likewise the degree of service demonstrated by that noble body, be it known that Myra Doker Ingen Kieran is created companion of the Order of the Red Raven, and by such bestowal is invested with the duties and prerogatives attendant thereto. Let all who see her know that she is held in the special esteem of the Baron and Baroness of the South Downs and their subjects, and honor her accordingly. Done this first day of October, Anno Societatis 51, being 2016 Gregorian.
This scroll was made by Lady Emelina today. Today. I assume it says what it says on the back.
This hereby concludes the business of their Excellencies Lorenzo and Adela, Baron and Baroness of South Downs. There being no other business, this now closes the court of His Highness Barthelemy of Illyria.
Don't do it. Do not listen to
streams as men go. I've seen the blood in rivers flow. I've heard the surgeon's song, and I do know ere long, one day too slow to dodge I'll be. One day I'll look up to the sky and see the lightning flash on high. Dark clouds come rolling in, and I will know my end. Singing I'll go to meet my fate. When there instead be revelry, I've wished one thing. All of my deeds the skalds do sing. For when a warrior's gone, if you but sing his song, truly the warrior never dies. Times before, though it's my first time to go and dance the lanes before I slept last evening. To my gods I pray that if I die in battle, tomorrow I'll be home. Though it's 70 days march to there from Rome, but our soul travels swiftly on the night wind, and if I die in battle, I'll be home again. They march us through the mud, the mountains and the snow, and I dream of my home, the land that I know, and I won't return a coward to my lover's home. So I tighten up my sword and march along to Rome. And if I die in battle, tomorrow I'll be home. Though it's 70 days march to there from Rome, but our soul travels swiftly on the night wind. And if I die in battle, I'll be home again. Her eyes are like the sea, her hair shining red. She said I'd return a warrior, for next I shed her bed. So I fight for her, I fight for my home, and I fight for that gold stamped with the name of Rome. And if I die in battle, tomorrow I'll be home. Though it's 70 days march to there from Rome, but a soul travels swiftly on the night wind. And if I die in battle, I'll be home again. We're 10 days from Rome, or so the old ones say, and we've been upon their roads for a night and for a day. When we see the host before us,
a crimson sea of war. Can this truly be the same Rome that we thought before? And if I die in battle, tomorrow I'll be home, though it's 70 days march to there from Rome. But a soul travels swiftly on the night wind, and if I die in battle, I'll be home again. We make our final stand along that cursed road, and I'm covered in lime, blood, sweat, and woad, and I'll never see the city, the place that they call Rome, for the sky grows dark as a javelin sends me home. And if I die in battle, tomorrow I'll be home, though it's 70 days march to there from Rome. But a soul travels swiftly on the night wind, and if I die in battle, I'll be home again. I travel with the sheep on my journey home, and they show me of the future, this place that they call Rome. They show my homeland burning, I see my people run, and the she say make ready, for the legions come. And if I die in battle, tomorrow I'll be home, though it's 70 days march to there from Rome. But a soul travels swiftly on the night wind, and if I die in battle, I'll be home again. In my hometown, a child is born the very next day. He learns the sword and shield, while the others laugh and play. His mother's soul is shaken, she's frozen to the bone. For the child has her lover's eyes, and the boy's first word is Rome.
I hope you all enjoy it. Again, this is a piece from 1500. It's exactly what he made for them and the kings and queens in celebration. So I hope it was enjoyable and it was very tasty.
Oh, fantastic.
Without my staff to help as well. I give
Lord, please pass the basket with the bread here one more time. I'm sure the next move is not on my diet. I see that I cannot identify it. The rancid means more period. It helps keep down the fleas. Just bring me bread and butter and cheese. The cook went over budget on the peacock. That's why we're having gruel with every course. They say that candied herring soaked in mead's authentic Norse. The roasted meat is not half bad, but where's the prince's horse? I don't know how they got that shade of purple. And I can't begin to guess what's in the pies. You know, this fish head stew's okay. Did they need to leave the eyes? And will our waivers cover us when everybody dies? Moves not on my diet. I see that I cannot identify it. Just take that sheep's head right back to the kitchen, if you please, and bring me bread and butter and cheese. The suckling pig is only raw in places. I guess a bite of cabbage couldn't hurt. You know, they say it's more nutritious if you don't wash out the dirt. Well, at least the last remove is safe. How can they wreck dessert? There's something frittered. Best not look too closely. And sugared eggplant jiggling in the heat. That pie looks just like cherry, but it's really made with beets. Just pass the honey butter, and I'll have my something sweet. I'm sure the next remove's not on my diet. I see that I cannot identify it. And if I ever win the crown, we're going for Chinese. But till then, just pass the butter. Let the Cook's Guild moan and mutter, and bring me bread and butter and cheese.